Hello, hello. It's been a minute since I've posted on my page simply because I've been sick with COVID. I haven't really spoken a lot about it. I don't think I've even publicly said anything on my private Facebook page, but I'm sharing here that um, immediately after Christmas, I contracted COVID, and I was literally out of pocket for New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, and well into the month of January. And I still have a little bit of you hear that cough, a little cough that comes in, um, that is kind of annoying. It's like a lingering bit of congestion that I can't seem to get rid of. But I absolutely feel amazing, and I am I am keenly aware that it could have been worse, and I could have had an even more difficult time. And I just I'm so grateful for the fact that I'm healthy, and I have energy and vitality present in my experience, and I'm really grateful. And my deepest, warmest well wishes of healing and vitality go out to those who are impacted by COVID and it is having a rough time of it. And I'm not any way diminishing it. It was rough for me at certain points, high fevers and lethargy and brain fog and just a lot of things. But I'm healthy now and I am happy. And I actually feel like, given that I was kind of out of pocket for the beginning of the year, I feel like my year didn't really start, if that makes sense. Usually I have a routine at the beginning of the year. There are certain things that I will do. Have I'll go normally on the first day of the year. I go to the beach and watch the first sunrise. And then I do this whole spiritual practice where I create my year plan and focus on my intention for the year. And none of that happened simply because I just couldn't muster the energy to do it, based on my situation at the time. And I felt like my year didn't really start, because I'm so used to doing that. But now I'm starting to get into the routine, starting to, get into feeling better and actually doing the things like coming to my office and actually starting to work again and see clients and all of those things that I wasn't able to do. And just, there's something about when your health has been challenged in some way. There's something about that will put things into perspective. It will really, and what it has done for me is really cause me to think about what I spend my time doing, what I spend my energy on, my thoughts even. It's caused me to reevaluate how I pursue my dreams, how I spend my time, who I spend my time with, what do I spend my time doing. It's caused me to really take another look at where I put my energy, and is that the highest and best use of my energy. And so that's kind of what's on my mind tonight. What I was going to just share is like, where are you putting your energy? Like, what is the highest and best use of your time, your energy, and your resources? If you have, if you have a limited number of hours in a day and you have the ability to make an impact in that day, what are you going to focus on? What is your every day we wake up that you're of sound mind, able bodied, and able to make a difference? Every day we wake up with that opportunity. And every day we have the same amount of hours as everyone else, 24 hours for us to make an impact in whatever it is we're passionate about. And I'm not saying, go out and save the world, that you have to devote your time to that. If that's what you're up to, hallelujah, focus on it. But if that's making an impact, could be simply what you do for the people you love the most. How do you connect with them? How do you interact? Do you say you love them? Do you connect with them in a meaningful way? Like, do you spend more time doing this on a phone than you do actually looking up and looking out at the world to see what's present? And just having that little bout of health challenge, it really made me realize that I need to, I get to, I absolutely get to. I'm not going to say need. I'm going to say that I get the opportunity to choose the areas that I put my energy into most. I get the opportunity to choose. You know, there's a lot you can't do when you're physically challenged or you're health challenged. A lot of things that you may take for granted that you can do may become limited or totally unable to do when you're faced with a health challenge. And those of you who watch this video, if you're experiencing a health challenge right now, or if you've ever experienced one, you know what I'm talking about. Having the experience of COVID and the effects that it had on me, on how I felt personally, like I said, caused me to reevaluate what's important to me. If I'm able to wake up, stand up, walk, talk, think, then how can I utilize those resources? How can I put them to their highest and best use so that I'm in alignment with what my purpose is? And my purpose could be calling the people I love and saying to them, I love you. I appreciate you. I acknowledge you. I see you for who you are. And I want to know what you're up to, what matters to you, because I want to be a part of that and I want to support that. It could be that, or it could be, let me go to the gym. Let me go work out. Let me go show my body that I appreciate it. Let me make it stronger. Let me help it be healthier. Let me support its health and vitality. It could be, let me create something that's going to change the world. Let me write a book that's going to be the answered prayer of someone out there who's praying to hear for a solution to their problem. Let me go create the software that will make a difference for the person who's praying for a solution to the problem that they're faced. Let me put energy into my children. Let me love them. Let me teach them. Let me show them, what I know. Let me share my learnings with them. And in exchange, let me hear what they're up to, what they appreciate, what they value. Right? It's really taking an authentic look. And when I say authentic, I should clarify. Authentic means no bullshittery, right? So I use the term bullshittery not as a term of vulgarity, but really a term to describe that it's just no nonsense. It's really how you feel, what matters to you most, and what's important to you, right? Is surfing social media, which you may be doing right now, super important to you? It might be. Hey, it may be the thing that you need to do that is authentically what you should be doing. But is there some way that you could reevaluate how you spend your energy, time, and resources that will put you lockstep in alignment with what you're here to do authentically and what matters to you most. And I know for a lot of people that can be scary because sometimes I get clients who come to me, I don't know what my purpose is. They ask that question over and over again. How do I discover what my purpose is? Well, I'm sorry, I have some congestion, but how do you discover your purpose? I believe some of the best ways to discover your purpose is really to do a couple of things. Number one, rampage of gratitude. To be grateful for where you are, appreciate the things you have, the experiences you have. That's the first step. Number two is to be still, quiet, and connect with the source of your understanding. Doesn't matter what you call it. God, Allah, Creator, Hotep, Buddha, it doesn't matter what you call it. Be still and connect with the energy that is the energy that has created it all. The third thing to do is to follow your heart by discovering what matters to you most. And sometimes we bombard ourselves with distraction after distraction so that we don't hear that voice, so that we don't really take on powerfully what we're here to do. But I would like to invite you, if you're watching this, maybe for 2022, just for this year, maybe you consider taking on something that authentically makes your heart sing, regardless of what the world thinks, but really just taking something on powerfully that you authentically have always wanted to do and approach it with curiosity, childlike wonder, and awe. Approach it with the energy of newness and freshness, and just see, just experiment, if you will. Just experiment and see if it doesn't light you up, doesn't make your heart sing, if the path doesn't unfold before you, if resources and opportunities don't start to line up and shapeshift and become a part of your path and your journey. Just invite you to take that on. Just to continuously go through 2022, reevaluating where you spend your time, energy, and resources. And making sure that those things that you do spend your time, energy, and resources on really make your heart sing in a very otherworldly, in the zone type of way. And just approach it with new childlike energy and see if it makes a difference in your experience and the experience that you have with the people that you care about most. I'm almost certain, willing to bet, that it'll absolutely make a difference in who you are, how you show up in the world, and you'll start to discover out of that ever eluding what's my purpose that so many people wrestle with every day. I hope this is helpful. Thank you for watching this video. Please post a comment below, share it with a friend if you would, like my page, do all the things. It's my commitment for 2022 to be a bit more visible, share more of what I teach in my private classes and coaching, share more of that publicly with the world. And this is something that I share with my clients. So here we are doing it for the first time this year. Happy New Year, everybody, even though it's almost February. Thank you for watching.